Welcome to the topic titled Selection Process. What is selection process? Selecting a suitable candidate can be the biggest challenge for any organization. The success of an organization largely depends on its staff. Selection of the right candidate builds the foundation of any organization's success and helps in reducing turnovers. Though there are no foolproof selection procedure that will ensure low turnover and high profit, the following steps generally makes up the selection process. The steps are initial screening, preliminary interview, filling application form, personal interview, references check, background verification, final interview, physical examination, job offer. Let's see one by one in detail. The first step in the selection process is initial screening. This is generally the starting point of any employee selection process. Initial screening eliminates unqualified applicants and helps save time. Applications received from various sources are scrutinized and irrelevant ones are discarded. And the next step in selection process is preliminary interview. It is used to eliminate those candidates who do not meet the minimum eligibility criteria laid down by the organization. The skills, academic and family background, competencies, and interest of the candidates are examined during preliminary interview. Preliminary interviews are less formalized and planned than the final interviews. The candidates are given a brief about the company and the job profile, and it is also examined how much the candidate knows about the company. Preliminary interviews are also called screening interviews. And the next step is filling application form. An candidate who passes the preliminary interview and is found to be eligible for the job is asked to fill in the formal application form. Such a form is designed in a way that it records the personal as well as professional details of the candidate such as age, qualifications, reasons for leaving previous job, experience, etc. And the next step is the personal interview. Most employers believe that the personal interview is very important. It helps them in obtaining more information about the prospective employee. It also helps them in interacting with the candidate and judging his communication abilities, his ease of handling pressure, etc. In some companies, the selection process comprises only of the interview. The next step is references check. Most application forms include a section that require prospective candidates to put down names of a few references. References can be classified into former employer, from former customers, business references, reputed persons. Such references are contacted to get a feedback on the person in question, including his behavior, skills, conduct, etc. Then the next step is background verification. A background check is the review of the person's commercial, criminal, and financial records. Employers often perform background checks on employers or candidates for employment to confirm information given in the job application, verify a person's identity, or ensure that the individual does not have a history of criminal activity, etc. That could be an issue upon employment. And the next step is the final interview. Final interview is a process in which a potential employee is evaluated by an employer for prospective employment in their organization. And the next step is the physical examination. If all goes well, then at this stage a physical examination is conducted to make sure that the candidate has sound health and does not suffer from any serious illness. And the last step is the job offer. A candidate who clears all the steps is finally considered right for a particular job and is presented with the job offer. An applicant can be dropped at any given stage if considered unfit for the job. Thank you.